Joining me now, Dustin Olson, pollster for American Pulse Research and Polling. So, Dustin, I want to ask you, President Trump hosting Mamdani in the Oval Office on Friday was really interesting. And a lot of people surprised. It seems like the two are getting along. So I want you to listen to this one moment.
There will be topics that we disagree on. I think we'll probably come to a conclusion. And ultimately, he'll convince me or I'll convince him, it's for the good of New York. Ultimately, it's for the good of New York. I don't care about affiliations or parties or anything else. I want to see if this city could be unbelievable, if he could be a spectacular success, I'd be very happy.
Yeah, when they aren't standing next to each other, you get words like communist and fascist. So what do you believe is behind? Trump's grace. It was literally grace. He gave him so many passes to say, let's work together. This is making America great again, in my estimation. What's your vibe?
Well, I think that they both have the same goal, which is to make Zohran Mamdani the face of the Democratic Party. And additionally, they have some other things in common, which is some of the same opponents, entrenched Democrats who are afraid of losing power. And they're afraid of losing power to Zohran Mamdani, and they're afraid of not having power over Donald Trump. So I think there's some things that it made sense why they did that. And it's interesting over the weekend and the Sunday shows, Mamdani then reiterates all of his insults towards Trump. And I think we should have a new rule that if you call someone a despot, you call them a fascist, you call them a Nazi, that at that moment you can really stop listening to that person because it's not that credible. Going back to the BDS and the anti-Israel and the anti-Semitic stuff, we've done a lot of polling on the New York City mayor's race. And, the good news is that a majority of New Yorkers do not agree with Mamdani on it. But one troubling trend that we saw was 30% of voters actually agreed with him, and so they're more likely to vote for him because of that. So it's a troubling rise in these sorts of views in even New York City.